Blue Lock Chapter 231, titled Dive to Blue. Following the end of the star change system, the players had a break. During this, Snuffy and the Ubers decided to entrust the team with Baru. Given that he took over the team, he should be able to invent a new tactical design for them as well. Meanwhile, Noah, who was returning to his seat, promised Kyoryujin that he will play the next match against PXG and to wait, not let himself rot. After that, the field comes into focus. For choosing him, Hiri thanked Asagi. But Asagi let Hiri know right away that he wasn't helping him out. Instead, he was going to use him to score his own goals. Soon after, Asagi inquired as to whether Haruo may use metavision. Hiri thought he can use it, he had good vision in his peripherals. Asagi then asked Hiri about his earlier goal chance in order to test his vision. Asagi was confident they could defeat Ubers if they were able to communicate the vision they had of the field, after confirming that Asagi was sure Hiri can use metavision. Although the demands placed on Hiri always bothered him, Hiri did not mind what Asagi expected of him. On the benches, Snuffy and Noah started making fun of one another. Yoichi Asagi and Shoei Baru both stood out as having considerable talent. Snuffy saw the rivalry between the two players and related it to that between Noah and Ego. Noah, however, outright rejected the notion, since he preferred Asagi and Baru to have a more enduring feud than his own. He worried that Japan would be able to win the World Cup if the Blue Lock players kept developing in this way. The next section of Blue Lock Chapter 231 concentrates on Michael Kaiser and Alexis Ness. Ness had already started to become anxious after Ubers scored the second goal. When Kaiser told him to maintain his composure, he did so. He thought there were a number of gaps in the match, which if used carefully, could help them win the match. Players from both teams began to support one another as the game resumed, because the next goal would determine the winner. The master strikers were no longer allowed to participate, so the players' actions determined the match's fate entirely. The game then kicked off with a kick from Bastard Munich. And that's how the chapter ends, and the next chapter is titled High Evolution.